Hi, I'm Yen, the creator of Soaps of Seven Flowers. Today I have the wonderful opportunity to show you how to make your very own beautifully handcrafted soaps using some of my favorite ingredients. I'm especially honored to have partnered with the San Francisco Botanical Gardens to create this how-to demo. It's where I began my plant loving journey over 7 years ago as a children's garden educator. And along the way, these last few years of my life, I have loved getting to learn more about plants and how we can integrate them more into our daily rituals at home. So let's get started. The process I'm going to be showing you today is called melt and pour, and it's a great place to start. So in collaboration with the San Francisco Botanical Garden, I will be offering kits with all the ingredients you need to begin making soap from home. In those kits, I've included about a ½ pound of shea butter melt and pour soap. And the second ingredient is activated bamboo charcoal. Bamboo charcoal is highly renowned for its absorption properties. It can suck up any impurities in your skin, like unwanted oils, bacteria, dirt. I've included 2 essential oils. The first one is lavender. Everybody loves lavender. It helps soothe irritated and dry skin on the surface. The second essential oil we'll be using is geranium. Its usage actually dates all the way back to the ancient Egyptians. What I love the most about geranium essential oil is its ability to balance your nervous system. It always leaves me feeling calm, relaxed, centered. The last ingredient is lavender buds. They have this lovely dark purple hue that always reminds me of fields and fields of lavender blooming, especially in the late summer. So other than the ingredients already included in your kit, you're just going to need a couple more things to get started. The first is a heat-safe glass mixing bowl for melting your soap base, a whisk to whisk all your ingredients together, a spatula, and a 1/4 teaspoon. And the last thing you're going to need is a soap mold. You can pretty much use any sort of heat-safe silicone baking mold for this part. And I love using these silicone molds because it's really easy to pop the soap out once it's hardened. Okay, let's begin. Take your heat-safe glass mixing bowl, and you're going to take your cut melt and pour soap base, and you're just going to pour all of it into your mixing bowl. There's a number of different ways you can melt this down. You could either melt it in a microwave at 10 seconds at a time until it's all melted. You could also just throw it in a pan on the stove and wait for it all to melt down. My favorite way to melt all this down is to use a crock pot. So I'll pour all of my soap base into the crock pot and put it on high and let it melt slowly and evenly. So here we have our melt and pour soap base. It's already melted down. And I'm going to add my 1/4 teaspoon of activated charcoal. And then I'm going to use my whisk and blend it all in. Also, what I'm doing is I'm cooling down my soap base. I don't want to add the essential oils right away because essential oils are really fragile. If you're using one of my kits, I've made it really easy for you. I've already pre-measured the essential oils. And yeah, I'm going to add my essential oils. 1 gorgeous lavender and geranium. And then I'm going to whisk again. It's important to get your soap into its mold as soon as it's ready. If you let it sit, it's going to start to solidify and become soap in your mixing bowl, and you want it to become soap in your mold. So very carefully, just on one pour, you're going to fill up each of your soap molds. And before the soap cools and hardens, I want to decorate the tops with lavender buds, just like that. Now that you have your soap poured and topped with beautiful flowers, and it smells so good in there. But it's really important to let it sit, and we are gonna wait for, at the very least, 30 minutes. All right, and now we're back. It's been about a half hour, and just from the looks of it, the soap looks pretty hard and ready in the mold to get popped out. The best way that I like to pop it out is to kind of loosen up the edges of the mold. That's why the silicone mold is my favorite. And then I can just kind of press it on the bottom, and the soap will just come right out of there. And just like that, you have your finished soap. It's pretty much ready to go for use right away. I highly recommend storing them in some type of airtight container, like a Ziploc bag, a Tupperware, or a little bit of saran wrap to keep them away from moisture. And yeah, they smell great, they feel great, and I hope you enjoy.